shit, it's hot today. I'm gonna make this quick, mostly because I recorded all of these last week, and then my iPad was like, why have you not updated me since 2010? I didn't even know if they made iPads in 2010, but so I tried to update it, and it just lost everything. So, take two, which I never do, except I just did, because I messed that up, and I'm almost messing it up again. Anyways, already not making it quick. Question is, what causes injuries in strongman? They're fairly common. I mean, we are lifting very, very heavy things. It's called strongman, so you're going to try to like lift the heaviest things you could imagine. Or sometimes it's like heavier than you can even imagine. I'm like, the yoke at the Arnold's 1,500 pounds. Who thinks of that? Terry Todd. What an asshole to spines of strongman everywhere. Alright. So, what causes injuries in strongman? First off, yes, they're very heavy weights, and you're not only lifting the weights, but you're moving with the weights as well. So you have to move under load, which has its own stressors. Sorry, I was just trying to show a little more delt. So that a whole bunch more can go wrong when actually moving with a weight. But I'd say what mostly causes injuries in strongman, of course I'm not a doctor, I'm an asshole on YouTube, so remember that, is overuse. In strongman, a lot of the same muscle groups are, used and taxed in very similar ways from event to event. People tend to, think they have to train every single event, practically every single day to get good at it. And while that is a good way to get good at events, via specificity. You know what I'm trying to say. Specificity. No, that's not it either. Anyways, I drank way too much coffee this morning because my wife's out of town, so you make the same amount of coffee, and then you end up drinking like 12 cups of coffee, and then it's 100-something degrees out here, and you've turned this off by now. So, like, you look at a log clean and an Atlas stone load. It's the same motion, basically. So you get all of this, you end up using the same movement patterns, same muscles over and over, and you get, and you never actually allow the body to recover from all the minor tears that muscles get when doing movements, which is what happens to muscles. You're causing stress and you're breaking it down. And everything I'm saying right now, all over the place, haphazardly, on YouTube, is summed up very eloquently and a lot smarter than I ever will by Mike Westerling, and you can get his book Built by Mike at Shop.StartingStrongman.com. It's my favorite book on the website, easily. I would have actually paid for it myself. So you have to look. So like, people go, oh, well, usually an injury, when it happens, it's not like, yeah, that thing hasn't been bothering me at all forever, and then it just popped. Some people say that, but if you talk to them, they find that they had some sort of neck problem, then it led down to the bicep, or then, they're hurting in their hip, and then their knee blows out or something. So it's like your body is not recovered, and there's, from the stress you've put it through, and I'm fucking melting out here. It's hot as shit. I definitely have an over-tanning injury right now. But yeah, so it's not recovered from the stress you're putting it through, and it's just, and then you do a similar, and then you go, oh, well, I trained log on Wednesday heavy, and I'm going to do these heavy Atlas stones on Friday, and you're pretty much doing the exact same movement of the clean. Same thing, it's repetitive, it's triple extension from the lap, and you're not actually allowing it to recover and get all those little tears, let those little tears heal and recover from the stress you've put it through. So usually you get all these like micro tears in the bicep or something, and then they just build up and they build up, and since you never let anything recover, then something ends up happening, and then as you start to get like little injuries, like little nagging muscle injuries, they turn into actual like impingements where it's going to affect your movement, and then your movement's compensated, and then after that, you start everything shifts to this other thing to try to compensate, because it doesn't want to put any more stress on that area that's already been weakened, that you're not allowing to recover, that then got into an impingement or something else. And then it starts shifting, and you're putting too much load on one area instead of using your body as one unit, and something happens. And that is how I'm going to sum up something that I'm probably not qualified to talk about, but this is YouTube, so at least I'm honest with you. And there's a lot smarter people than me that can expound further on this subject, like Mike Westerling. His book is a great resource. Dr. Todd McDougall, I'm sure, could go on for 3 weeks on this, etc. So, check them out. And so when looking you have to think on how to avoid getting injured. First thing is practice perfect movement. And once it seems like your movement is impinged, or if someone has infringed upon your movement in an exercise, and it seems like, oh, I'm doing this now and it's not great, think about all your other training and kind of dialing it back here in this spot or that, to have a better economy of movement, so you're actually recovering. That'll help. So just look at and make sure you're doing everything with proper form and movement, and and getting a bit better exercise selection, so you don't end up just like training around something. Because I say I trained around stuff for like 3 years, and I'm like, oh, well, I can't deadlift from the floor, so I'll do this and this, and I'll still get strong, and then every now and then I'll just deadlift, and that's because my body was fucked, to put it. Everything, I'd get hurt here, and then I'd shift here to compensate, then I'd figure a way around it, and it's like, oh, well, I'll deadlift just using this or that, and like, my body didn't work fluidly anymore, and that's why I'm just trying to have to basically reconstruct all of these things, and it's led to a lot of issues. Instead of just taking that little bit of time off, being smarter about it, dialing things back, using a better economy of movement, and then instead of thinking, since I can't do this movement I need to do, how do I work around it and to do it in a way that doesn't cause the pain, is the right way of thinking is, how can I work back to doing that movement correctly without pain? So, hope that makes sense. If you have any more questions, send them my way. I'll try to answer them, hopefully in a little bit more concise way, or not. No guarantees. Have a good one.